oil pump. I'm gonna put it back together, put it on so we can put the engine back on the stand. So I put it together yesterday, and then I was in a rush, and then I realized that I forgot to put a gasket. So I'm actually gonna clean everything again too, because I probably didn't do the best job with that. So it looks crazy, but it's not too bad. So you have a couple gears that will fall out. One of them is gonna have a pin, and it's obvious where each one goes. I'll show you in a second to get this pin out without losing it. So this also comes out of here like that. So this gear with the 2 keys, that's what the pin goes in. So this one goes on here. Once it's through the shaft, like that, sits in there with the key, and that goes in here. I have that upside down, I think. Goes on like that. So this one will go in here. And then this one will go there. Then the last part is when that's through, there's a keyway there. So this keyway goes on there. This gear with that inside part will face out once this goes on there with the key. And then what this does, there's these 2 little washers. Oh, where are they? A few little half washer looking things. These, you sit on the pin in that little ridge, and then that'll hold the gear in place. And then it sits on this like that. It's a lot, but yep. So I'm gonna clean this, put it together, put it in. Well, that was a pain in the dick, but I got it all together. Before, I don't know if something was maybe wrong, because the little hole for the breather timer was like more sunk down, but I put it together all right, and in the manual and stuff it's showing it up high like that. So I'm gonna start, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do now, but I'll let you know. Alright, so I fixed the rod bushings or wrist pin bushings. If you remember, the oil lines weren't, and the oil holes weren't lined up. I just got this tool, Fast Eddie Co. number 21. It's for removing and pressing these in and out. So I didn't do this one yet, but you can see how you can't see through it. This one you can. So I'm gonna do this one now. Alright, so these are all good. on to the next thing. Alright, just about to put the tranny in. That shifter lined up. This is easily the most annoying thing I have ever had to do ever. All these little bearings go in there. Once you get that in, you have to line up this, this, and this, and this. And if you don't, the fucking bearings fall out. It is the worst. I have been trying to do this for like 2-3 hours, and it is fucking horrible. Then the bearings fall out, and then you can't find one. Oh my fucking god. So this seal was my issue the whole time. After taking everything apart, I figured it out finally. But this seal goes in there, and it was stopping this from the whole thing moving in as far as it needed to. So now I have to put this back together and put it in. So let's do that. What a bitch. Had one of the gears upside down. So 6.5 hours later, I figured it out. Time to keep going. Alright, so this is where we are stopping for the night. I got the transmission in. I don't feel like flipping this around, but I got clutch assembly in, crank in, everything's all good. Only thing, and this is a big one, I have no idea where that goes, and it's scary. Pulled this off. It's not a transmission roller bearing. I saw all of these in there. It's not one of those. Other side's coned, so it's not that. So it is probably one of the rod bearings. So that's not good. But am I going to tear it all back apart? I don't think so. I gotta think about it. Alright, so thank God I confirmed that extra bearing I had laying around is actually for this. So I pulled them out, counted them, and went to put them back in, and then there was one missing. So that's good now. Now, after taking 191 steps backwards, now I gotta keep going forward. Now I gotta put the transmission in again, which was a bitch. Alright, got the tranny back in. Probably 173rd time makes it easier. So now for the 174th time, we put everything back together. So I had to use the old wrist pin, the one that came in the kit. Apparently is too big and doesn't fit in the piston. So, well, I was able to get it in, but it was too tight. So I just went and used my old one, which wasn't in bad shape. So these are a fucking bitch to put in. So that's what I have to try to do now. great. This is where I'm stopping for right now. I have to go to work. No one wants to go to work, but I got the jug on, pistons in, put the head on tomorrow, fit this piston up. I don't know yet. I want to maybe put this together and then put it in the bike before it starts getting really heavy and I won't be able to lift it. I still have all the timing, all the cams and shit out. And it's I broke the starter and they're like $300, so it's gonna be kick only for a little bit. I'm just gonna make a block off plate over there. But yeah, made pretty decent progress today. Fixed the needle bearing issue, the one I found. Thank God it wasn't a rod bearing. So that was transmission out, transmission in, whole primary side in, all the stuff for the starter in except the starter. Piston rings fit, piston and jug. So that's a lot of stuff done today. So, yep, until tomorrow. Just a little before. I don't think I'm even gonna paint these or anything. I'm just gonna leave them, I think. This is how I got it. I got new nuts for the back here with new I guess jewels or whatever on them. And I did decide that I'm gonna paint the heads. So I have this one sanded and scuffed, and I'm gonna paint that, and I'm gonna get the other one ready to paint too. Alright, so I painted the head, cleaned off the valve cover. I'm gonna attempt to put this in the bike with my buddy. It's heavy, so we'll see how that's gonna go. Oh, he wants to get on the camera. This is crazy. Here, go on the iron. There you go. Alright, so this is where I'm stopping for the night. Piston, all the rings are gapped. I have one of the spring clips in. I got the motor in the bike. Unfortunately, your boy's got to go to work. Nothing new there, but keep going on this tomorrow. Get the other jug on, head on, wrap up the timing, put the primary cover on. Maybe I got new hardware coming for that. Yeah, maybe fuck around with the wiring a little bit. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put a battery. But yeah, that's it for tonight. Alright, so I put that piston in, cylinder on, so obviously you see all that's all done. Just did the timing. I timed the oil breather and got all the timing set, so I guess I'm gonna wrap up the primary side here. What would what I'm doing be if there was an issue? So the kicker is not disengaging, so that's something I need to pull the primary apart again for the 100th time to check that out, so I'll figure that out. Clutch assembly is on. Gotta adjust it, but getting there. Chain's on too. Alright, just wanted to wrap this one up because it's getting kind of long, but what I did, I don't even remember the last thing I filmed, but I put the carburetor on. I'm starting to get into the wiring, so it's going to be the next one. Probably wrap up all the wiring. I did a cool thing with the headlight wire. But yeah, it's slowly getting there. Just a little more to do. I got my spark plug wires that I made. Orange, matches nice. Yeah, so I gotta finish up the wiring. I gotta put my push rods on. I have a new kicker pedal coming. I've got a new oil tank coming too. I did just buy the block off plate for that, but haven't put that on yet. And yeah, it's about almost ready to start. So yeah, let's keep hoping for the best on this one.